Hello friends, नमस्कार, welcome to stock market discussion with SD. मैं हूं SD शानंद उदास, multi asset trading and investment specialist. In this video I'm going to discuss about जो आप heading दिख रहा है about Adani stocks. बहुत सारे लोग अदानी स्टॉक्स में रेगुलर इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं. इट्स अ रेगुलर वॉल्यूम स्टॉक. कोविड के टाइम इट वेंट हाई, वेरी हाई. इट बॉट quality assets at low debt cost, but is Adani good right now? Usually मैं जो यहाँ पे discussion करता हूँ that's based on my tools, rainbow system. It is not exactly fundamental analysis. With my system I try to find the gem phase in a stock, and with the risk reward understanding, with the risk exposure management, I invest in those stocks. मैं ये मानता हूं किसी का सुन के ट्रेड करना इज नॉट डन. इट्स वन ऑफ द रिस्कीएस्ट थिंग टू बी डू, एंड रिस्क मैनेजमेंट रूल नंबर 1 इज डोंट ट्रेड लिसनिंग टू अदर्स. सो दीज आर नॉट ट्रेड रिकमेंडेशन. मैं एक्सपेक्ट करता हूं कि with my discussion it is going to help a lot of people. तो ये मेरा discussion है. It's also my personal discussion. Means I'm not an analyst. I'm as good as investor, trader like all of you, those who are trying to make money out of the market. So it is not just analyst pick. Chalo, Adani will do something like this. If some of the Adani stocks I am personally invested right now, so I might highlight to them to you as well. But don't invest just because I'm investing. That's the worst thing you can do in trading. SEBI has also highlighted the risk of following unsolicited advice. तो याद रखिएगा. So let me now take a look at Adani. इसीलिए मैंने बीच में डिस्कशन बंद कर दिया था about individual stocks like this. Only thing when I can explain, कहाँ पे explain करता हूं मैं. चलिए आप लोगों को दिखाता हूं before I go to Adani a bit. ये देखिए Sunday stock storm, where we discuss about a method, we learn something and solve Q&A. Whereas this is my just a take a look at the Adani stocks through my setup fountain of gold. सबसे पहले before investing into stocks, I should look for whether what is the environment for risk. And I can see the overall environment, though आप लोग भी देख पाएंगे if I make it a little large. Overall environment is broadly safe. In the weekly as well as in the daily chart. Daily is more important reading. It has gone up slightly. Let me look at to the 125 minute जो कि बहुत ही short term है. Last time मैंने देखा था कि slightly it has gone up. Yes, it has gone up. Means asset class as an equity के ऊपर एक pressure आते हुए दिख रहा है. इंडिया को अभी भी अफेक्ट नहीं किया है उस रिस्क ने, बट ये रिस्क बहुत ही शॉर्ट टर्म में rising, but still not significantly important, because it is only visible in the very short term chart, that is 125 minutes, nowhere to be seen in the daily as well as in the weekly chart. But definitely I don't want to see this risk infection इसको spread होते हुए हम लोग नहीं देखना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि हम लोग एक रिसेशनरी साइकिल में भी है. ये मैं बार बार हाईलाइट कर चुका हूं. साइकिल्स ऑलवेज कोविड की तरह नहीं होता, एंड एज पर हमारे मॉडल आई थिंक वी आर इन द सेकेंड फेज, that is the crash phase. Even in a crash phase, like if you go back 2001, 1974, there are rallies called bear market rallies within a bear market, sorry, bull market rally. Bear market rally बोलते हैं उसको. So it is sometimes very strong, 30 to 35% even gone up, when Nasdaq gone down 90% in 2001. तो इसीलिए ओवरऑल रिस्क का एनवायरनमेंट हम लोग देख लिए. And now I will move to Adani. And Adani largely stock I prefer to look only through the weekly, and जो मेरा TMPV strategy है, and then I do the fine tuning using the daily chart. But weekly is the main. So weekly chart उसके लिए मैं asset master, and asset master के अंदर I am going to use the stock setup. First, Adani Insol. अदानी एंड सॉल मैंने ओरिजिनली इन्वेस्ट किया था इफ देयर कुड हैव बीन ब्रेकआउट, बट जैसे ही यहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस लेने लगा, दिस इज अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग रेजिस्टेंस, द फ्लैट लाइन इन माई सेटअप. So जैसे इसने I exited completely. Adani and Sol, I'm not interested, but I'm looking at the flat base making. Future opportunity हो सकता है मेरे लिए. Can rise suddenly up to at least 1050 or more. ये एक solid एक simmering, मतलब एक burst होने से पहले जब simmer करता है तो वैसे simmer हो रहा है. बट अगर प्रॉब्लम ये है मेरे हिसाब से, सिंस इट हैज टू ब्रेक, इट डज नॉट मैच मेरा स्कोर मैच नहीं हो रहा है. सामने स्ट्रॉन्ग रेजिस्टेंस, इसका ब्रेक किया भी तो भी इसको टफ होगा 1164 ब्रेक कर. तो कैसे मैं हाउ कैन आई अप्रोच विथ स्मॉल? आई डोंट हैव पोजीशंस राइट नाउ, बट आई एम क्लोजली वाचिंग अदानी एंड सॉल, एंड वी कैन ट्राई विथ स्मॉल स्केल पोजीशंस राइट. Adani Enterprise is also not a great trade, but is a good risk reward. Was that after correction, let me hide the line chart. After correction, a full green candle, and these are the resistance. This is a very light one, and main strong one is 2900. So some move is there, 10 to 15% move is there, and for it was a manageable risk. It is taking support from my empty line as well as 2500. So not a great holding opportunity for me, but definitely a token opportunity. But once again, this is not the stock I have been in, but this is an opportunity that I have evaluated definitely. But there were better. When there are better, we go for the better opportunity. So now another one of our stock looks like the bear market is over for the Adani Green. Adani Green does have potential, but it has not shown yet. Also, it's a tough to make it up. It has to break this blue line and push higher. So kind of agar successful break should be a vertical break almost. So return chance is very high. Risk chance is more like there's a possibility it will try to break, fail around here, and then break down lower. But this is obviously nothing in this investment or trading is a guaranteed. So definitely this are risk speculative bet. I call these risk understanding and speculation. This one was better. This is where I was interested. It has low risk. It has kind of pattern that I look for. Beautiful rounding pattern. Beautiful base in double bottom in rainbow around 1000 level, and it was a beautiful choice. So Adani Port was better choice because this is in a more stronger trend than all the previous Adani stocks that we have seen. But each one representing a different risk adjusted opportunities. So उस basis पे उनको evaluate करना चाहिए because they are in different phase of their journey. Next is Adani Port. This one is also quite not so great for long hold, but it is a possibility in one case that it might target 662, which will be another more than 10% run. But this is not the one that I like the pattern. It has a lot of zigzags. So once again, I'm not choosing, but once again, this Adani stock is forming base as well. So current risk reward मेरे लिए सही नहीं है, but if someone is interested in the Adani's When they are bear market is ending, I can say at least bear market has ended. The strong bull may not have started, but the bear market जो है वो definitely काफी पहले ही end हो चुका है. Then we have Ambuja Cement. इसमें भी बियर मार्केट खत्म हुआ है, बट कई सारी ये मेरा लेवल अलर्ट लगा हुआ है. वंस इट स्टार्ट्स क्रॉसिंग, आई लाइक द बेस फॉर्मेशन, बट बाकी जो रिस्क रिवॉर्ड पैटर्न ये मुझे उतना पसंद नहीं आया. आई डिड नॉट लाइक दिस. सो अपॉर्चुनिटीज जो है स्टॉक में नहीं रहता है, चूज करना पड़ता है. हैव टू बी पिकी. So I didn't pick Ambuja Cements. Maybe in future, looking at the risk-adjusted reward opportunities, that I say अगर ऐसा अच्छा लगा तो उस जगह पे I'll invest. So right now Ambuja, the bear market has ended, but bear market ends for a lot of stocks. तो सब में नहीं कर सकते. Another stock which I have gone into, but this is once again not a great one, but it has a good risk-adjusted reward opportunity. If I look at risk is small and very likely much higher levels are being targeted here. So if it reaches anywhere close, that will be close to 20% run. It satisfies the strengths and other scores that are required. Not a great bet. Rather, I think in Adani Group, the best has been Adani Port. But overall, Adani downtrend has come to an end back in April. And now they are gaining more and more strength. So, कैसे आप investment idea को evaluate करें, that matters. It's not just what that stock can do. It can do many things. And so we choose the stock based on our understanding of risk and lossable return, and plan out our trades very well. This is possibly not at all good. Can't be said that the bear market has ended. The other one, we can say the bear market has definitely ended in Adani, but not all of them are showing significant strength. I tend to follow Rainbow more, but Adani मुझे fundamentally उतना पसंद नहीं. So all the Adani investments that I'll be doing will be based on the Rainbow system, not on the fundamental, their high loan taking, that those parts I don't like. I think Adani as an investment stock may not be good in one hand, and depends on what is the value of their assets that they have gobbled up during the COVID era. So that's all, friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is a small discussion on Adani group of stocks. I hope ये discussion आपको help हुआ है. अगर help हुआ, don't forget to put a thumbs up. All the best from my side, and as always, happy trading.